Yes, you can actually vibe code two apps. And I found a friend online who's done two of those apps right now. One of them is actually a video game, and another one is actually a design resource that I didn't know that you can totally make. And so that friend of mine, his name is called Tech Friend. Welcome to the show, Tech Friend.
Yo, what up, friends? Happy to
What's
be
going
here.
on,
Thanks,
man?
Craig. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm doing
appreciate
well.
you coming onto the show and kind of showing off some of your sauce as far as like what you're cooking with, because we've been coding a lot with AI, and I feel like a lot of people make fun of vibe coders that, like, oh, they can't ship apps, or if they do ship apps, they don't know what they're doing. And I feel like that's just there's a spectrum here of vibe coders, and we're just a whole different vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been vibe coding ever since I saw ChatGPT 3.5. Oh no, 3 like put out code. I was like, if you extrapolate this, it's gonna like pretty much remove the need to know like syntax and like actually programming. So I tried to go hard on that, and yeah, we're still
Cool. Yeah, I want to
still
check out
running.
the app that
Still
you were working with, and this is called Chaos Coder. So tell me more about this one.
Yeah, for sure. So I think like what really interests me now that we haven't really gone into, maybe the tech's not there yet, but it's like running multiple agents in parallel, like doing multiple things at once. Like right now we have all these great tools, Lovable, Bolt, etc. But you give them one prompt and they just give you one app. So the idea for this, which actually started in a hackathon, was like, what if you could turn one app, one prompt into many different apps?
Wow.
Yeah. So this is
Wow.
Chaos Coder. This is the live site right now at chaoscoder.net, and it uses Grok's Llama 1B to generate 9 different apps in seconds because Grok is so fast. So I'll do a sample here. Shout out to YouTube and X. Shout out. And yeah, ready? It'll generate 9 sites like pretty much instantly. Obviously, they're not the best looking because Llama 1B.
What?
But yeah, this was just like the initial MVP, minimum viable parameters to get something working. But yeah, I've been slowly developing the next version, version 2, where you can actually specify how many agents you want. And then for each of the designs, you can actually put a different style. So we have, like just the basic styles that you might see: neoformism, modern sass. You could even maybe let's change glassmorphism to a custom one. We could be like retro video game, and
What?
let's do a Pokemon game here.
Bro, you're cooking. This
And
is
for this
insane,
one,
bro. What the hell?
yeah,
You could do 20 different versions of a
you can do
Pokemon
as
game?
many as you want. I'm doing tokens system this time. Like I'm trying to add a paywall and stuff because obviously I'm putting a smarter model on this one. This one is now using I think Quencoder on
Okay.
Grok. So it's going to
Wow.
be a bit slower, but the output is going to be a lot better. It's 32
Oh my
billion parameters, so
goodness.
still not Sonnet, but
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, let me show you.
let's
29
cook.
websites. Now, it's going to be much slower, but still, I think under a minute for the first three. I think it does it in batches of three.
Wow.
Once we get to the next screen, hopefully, if this doesn't break. Yeah, this is just my local host here, so
Okay.
could be buggy. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I want to see
okay,
it.
this is already taking longer than I expected. You got
Oh, and this is
questions?
actually you actually like actually
Yeah.
it's generating right now.
Normally, I don't know. Normally, it goes to the next screen.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling something is broken.
Oh, I see, I see.
Let me just refresh and just do like, I don't know.
Bro, you're doing 29 different like
Yeah,
apps.
29 maybe is too much. Let's do like
Bro.
7.
So right now we can just say Pokemon game. I want 7
Okay, there we go.
versions.
Here we go. And it
What?
actually got to this screen. There we go. And now you can see like it's much nicer generations here. We actually get like images. We can like click one to enlarge it. Yeah.
Bro, that's insanely fire, bro. What?
Yeah,
This
dude.
is wizardry. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. So the idea is you get many different ideas to branch off of. We also have like updating here, so we could like, change the title color to red, and then
Uh-huh.
like update all of them at once. But yeah, I think my eventual design will be to just like pick one and then branch off that one rather than continuing
That's right.
multiple branches. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So they can go chaoscoder.net to check this out. And you could even grab like one of the examples off there and just start kind of working off that. But that's amazing, man. Dude, I love this idea. And this is just literally
Thank you.
spawned off by you vibing right now with the cursor.
Yeah, I've been vibing with the cursor to try to get the payments and authentication working. And honestly, it's been a bit of a struggle. I spent a week using like Superbase for the first time, and
Wow.
I don't think I fully understand it. Yeah, we've been doing the opposite of vibe coding. I actually made a tweet. It was like, "What's the opposite of vibe coding?" And someone was like, "Nihilistic coding." Where was it? Here. This is when I was in the dips, like
Oh,
loop
wow.
coding,
Loop
death
coding.
loop
Yeah.
coding,
Death
nihilistic
loop.
coding. Yeah,
Dude, we can all
despair
relate,
driven
man.
development. This one was good.
Despair. That's
Yeah,
really good. The triple D, the despair driven development. Yeah, because
yeah.
there's not a lot of information sometimes, like to get up to speed super fast, just so that you can, launch your app and keep going, right? Like I think if you have an area of expertise, it's really easy to just kind of like amplify your skills. But if you're still kind of trying to cook with it, and you're like, I just made this cool app now. Now let's throw some authentication, let's throw some databases, let's like throw some, really good stuff at it. Then you're like, okay, the learning curve gets super fast. But what's been your experience with Superbase?
Yeah, so I think there might be some like pitfalls. Let me try to find it here. I found like cursor rules like
Mm,
from Superbase's website.
hmm.
Yeah, here AI prompts. Is
Wow.
this it?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Um,
Make the
Anyway,
font a
there's
little
like
bit bigger so
particular
people can
things
see.
that like Sonnet gets wrong or doesn't follow the best practices. That if you like put these rules in your like cursor rules, it helps.
Yeah.
Can't remember where it is. I mean, I guess I could just bring up my one.
Yeah. See if you can make the font just a little bit bigger on the
Yeah,
website.
yeah. I'll just
Yeah.
hold on. Let me try bring. Oh
Okay,
shit.
cool. Yeah.
One sec. Um. So yeah, it's stuff like use this library or like
Oh, I see.
you must not generate any of these following patterns. They're deprecated. So like it's just like telling Kurt like Claude or whatever not to do it this pattern
Breaks
because it like
application, breaks
loves to do it.
application.
Yeah, exactly. And like my shit like had a lot of this in it. So
Wow.
like learning about this was I don't know something. So yeah, if you guys are using Superbase with Claude Cursor or whatever,
Hmm.
check out this. I don't know where I found it,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, if you add me on X, I guess I'll supply it if someone needs it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Dang. Yeah, because that's like another big thing that's just kind of, so you're basically just kind of came up with this cool prototype, you put it out there on the internet, and how many people did you get sign up?
So the live site right now doesn't even have a sign up. It's
Okay.
just like completely
Oh, just go
free.
use it, YOLO.
Yeah, well, it's like it's just Grok with Llama 1B, super cheap. Like on the
I
first
see.
day, I think I must have gotten like thousands of impressions, but it cost me like 20 cents the first day.
That's amazing. Yo, Luis is asking, cursor rules didn't help here, or project rules.
Didn't help. It helped a bit. Like it helped me like because I had some issues
Oh,
with
I think
these
he's
cookies.
asking, did you
Yeah.
use it in the project, or did you use it like in the general like scope of cursor? Because you can basically put the dot cursor rules file in your project.
Hmm.
Versus if you have it in your scope of your entire app, every time you do an app, even if it doesn't use Superbase, it'll use this. So like there's this new rules format. Did you hear about that?
No, I only just started using Cursor again like 2 3 weeks ago for this project. So
Ah, okay. Yeah, let me see if I could show you real quick. So yeah, for those who are just watching, we're basically just kind of doing like a code hangout. And what we're doing is just kind of like I'm just kind of hanging out. We're just going to be talking code and stuff like that. So if you go into your settings, if you go to I think it's rules now, they have these rules which are basically the entire cursor for every single
mm,
chat. And then now they have this thing called project rules. So it says include your cursor rules file. So like if you add a new rule, what happens is like name of my rule, you can call it Superbase. Up here, hit enter. And now you can actually paste your rule content file in here and see how it actually generates this new rules for the project. It's dot cursor slash rules. And then this is for
mm,
Superbase. And so what's nice about this, especially if you're doing like agentic work, what's going to happen is like the agent will then go and it's like, oh, this is related to Supabase. So I'm going to go ahead and follow these rules for these types of things. And so you can set different types of rule types as well. So you can say always attach it, always attach, always run this rule file, or basically make it so that the agent, only when the agent requests it, you can run this rule, or just
Oh,
automatically
sweet.
attach it and stuff. Yeah. And so you can just say, this rule is attached to every chat and command request. Auto attach would be like, okay, just only attach these if you're doing this specific file pattern. So if you're dealing with like convex and you're doing convex types of rules, maybe you just only want them in
Mm,
those specific files. Or, like people have styling and saying like, I only want this
mhm,
if I'm going to talk about styles and the agent's going to do some styling work. I want that to only happen in these folders and the components and stuff. You could do star or whatever. And then these are agent requests. And so like the description of the task this rule is helpful for. So that's kind of the breakdown there. And then manually, it's like it actually needs to be mentioned. So we can say at Supabase here. So we could do like at rules, and then you can actually mention the rule here in your at file. So that could be
mhm.
interesting there. It's like at Supabase. Yeah, at
Yeah,
Supabase
thanks for
spaces.
showing me this. I wasn't sure how the rules worked exactly, so I just put cursor rules in the root of my project, but I also like always attached it to the agent just to make
Mm.
sure.
Oh, I see. I see.
Recommend
Yeah,
it.
this may be helpful. What you can do is, I think you could just say always run or just auto attached and stuff. So
Mhm.
when you specify file patterns, this rule will automatically include in all AI responses for matching these patterns.
Yeah.
You could just say always. So this will run on every chat and command. Could be helpful. Or agent requested. Let's see what would be good for you. Um, yeah, like if you're not updating Supabase code, it might be better just to manually do it. Like if you're just saying if you're always doing certain things, or if you're in a session, you could just say always, and then like because right
Mhm.
now I think you're just a lot of your time is probably spending on the back end, right, trying to do this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Wow. Oh, there's a new change log here. Okay, let's go. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of updates in 4.7. Memory usage and performance, keyboard shortcuts, early access opt-in. Have you seen this yet?
Yeah, it just seemed like quality improvements, like nothing like game changing
So
or
there's
like
this new
nothing new.
mode in early access. So you can actually opt yourself into like the betas just by
Hmm.
going here and say, I want early access. So what you'll do is you'll actually get even ahead of other people in because most people when they have the 0.47 that launches, you may not get that update until like much later until it becomes stable. And so if you do early access, you'll be the first to kind of get the builds before everyone else.
Mm.
And so for anyone who's watching, you could just basically just go to the settings up here at the very top, and then just go to I think it's just like yeah. Once you go to settings, go to where it says beta and go to early access, and then you have yourself there. So yeah, craft and share context between composers. This is their MCP thing, which is pretty cool. Let's see what else is here. Rules. Yeah, so we have rules. Yeah, and then what else is new here? Features, models. All the models are still here. Features, except the word. Let's see what else they have. Enable import for Python. I think, I think that's pretty much there. What else did they say here? Themes. Oh, auto select model. This is really, really important. So for those who are watching, if you're basically doing cursor now in the model here at the bottom, you can say auto. So auto select will now basically allow you to like have the model select the right model for you. So have cursor agent select the right model for you. So previously I was always selecting Claude Sonnet 3.7 or Claude Sonnet 3.7 thinking. And what ends up happening is that sometimes that's actually not the best thing that you need right now, because the model is very good for tool use. And in some tool use scenarios, like if you're using MCP servers and stuff, Cursor can now understand a better way to actually like leverage those tools so that they can have them like chain them together and like wait for the responses and like do extended thinking when necessary. So I just leave it now on auto select and I just kind of let it cook. And usually it does like Claude Sonnet 3.5, which is still amazing for coding. But you'll see 3.7 come in and at these various times that they basically have optimized it for. So I would definitely just leave this on auto select, which would be super helpful. They actually have $2 per request, bro. Did you see this?
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, that's
I mean,
crazy.
I don't blame them. It's super expensive.
Yeah, that makes sense. But they don't. If you have GPT 4.5 preview, it's gonna cost you $2 per request. Damn, bro. That's the ballin'. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, autos is going to be pretty helpful for those who are doing their things. Damn, that's awesome. I haven't tried out project rules yet, Luis. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Gorilla, I don't have it. Maybe on pro users have it. I think you're talking about for like these rules file or this update. Yeah, if you are struggling to get the update, just basically go to cursor and just re-download this file and then reinstall it, and you'll get this 4.7, 0.47, sorry, in here. And then I think the other thing they were talking about was themes. Oh, have you seen these themes yet? Cursor Dark and Cursor Midnight.
No, I haven't.
Let's see.
Are they cool?
Yeah, let's see. Cursor themes. Cursor. God, how do I get to this? Cursor settings, maybe? No. Okay. Preferences, color theme. So I think is it Command Shift P? Command
Go
R?
greater than sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Command Shift P, and then go to color theme, preferences color theme, and then now we can just do. I think they have a cursor color here. Cursor. Where is cursor? Cursor dark. Cursor midnight. Ooh, dark modern. So look at the cursor. Cursor dark is pretty cool. I like this one. But
Yeah, I was
the new
running
theme
Cursor
is
Dark.
cursor dark and cursor midnight. Ah. So we're on cursor dark right now, and I'm currently looking at yeah, okay. What do you think?
I was running Cursor Dark before. It just seems a bit washed out.
Yeah. Yeah, low key.
Um,
Yeah.
I might switch it up. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
Abyss
like
looks cool.
Xcode. I like Xcode dark to be honest.
Xcode Dark.
Yeah.
I don't
I've
even
just
have that.
I just been so oh, I installed that. Yeah.
All right.
Dang. UI improvements. Let's see what's going on here. Um the early access I meant. Okay, cool. Uh improved tooling for UI. We've also added a new update notification to make it clear when the new version is available. Yeah, that's actually that's how I noticed it. I was like, that's pretty good. Okay, allow nested cursor rules directories. Okay, so now I think you can have like folders and stuff because people like to have a lot of different rule
Mm,
types.
yeah.
And then now they have the MCP JSON config, which is nice. Cloud thinking, we've made a few. Now will cost 2 requests instead of one. Oh, that's pretty important. So if you're using Claude Sonnet Thinking now, it's going to cost you 2 requests. Interesting. Okay.
Mm,
So instead of 500 fast requests, it's going to cost you 250 if you just keep using Thinking for every request. Okay. The
yeah.
improved cursor
I
ignore. Now you
broke
can.
the 500 and like even the slow seems pretty good.
Mm, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you're just basically putting a queue for when things are available. Huh.
Right. Oh,
Wow.
that's how it works. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, yeah. Show me the other game thing that you were working on. I know you were working
Oh
on.
yeah. Okay. Sure. Let me bring up Chrome.
Let's see.
So yeah, I mean, if you've been on Twitter, tech space, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people vibe coding games.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've been collaborating with Rosebud AI, which I think for beginners and people who don't code ever, I think is probably the best web app for creating vibe coding games, just like
Wow.
prompt to games. I don't know
Huh.
if you ever seen it, Ray.
No. 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 This is new to me. Wow.
Yeah, it's super cool. I mean, just like any of the other apps, you put a prompt and it'll create something. They have a bunch of different like templates you can start off with. Yeah, these flight simulator ones seem to be kind of trending ever since Peter Levels has his game. So this is one. I think the founder of Rosebud created this in like 30 minutes supposedly. Um,
What?
got
So
like
these are
generative.
templates for games that you can start out with.
Yeah, so you can press like remix here, and then it'll create like the kind of editor, and you could be like, I don't know, make the plane red
Bro,
or
this is
literally whatever.
crazy. Let's go,
And
Noah Labs. Yo, let's go, bro. Like,
oh, Nova Labs, yeah, let's go.
that's what's up, man.
There you go.
Dude, you
Plains
put
Red.
us on some sauce. Rosebud.ai. Noah here.
Yeah.
Sorry with family. Just here to say hi. And GG. Yeah, bro. Thanks, man, for showing up.
Yeah, and it's
Bro.
even got like connect to Superbase. So I created a game on stream. I don't know, a few days ago that oh, actually, I probably shouldn't show this because I put a leaderboard with Superbase,
Yeah,
and
I just
you know,
punched it out, by the way. Right now, the screen doesn't show anything.
oh, really?
Oh, do you want me to show the screen?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna show the game that I made, but
Okay, cool.
I have a leaderboard, and someone put like profanity and like
Oh,
racist names on their as their name on the leaderboard, so I didn't want to like show
I
that.
see. Yeah, you probably have to do some like look up some key terms for like row level security so that make sure that people who have access to your database are allowed to only like read from it. And then the other thing too is like if you're doing any server side type of things, like where you're getting the score, you can just have that done by like server side code and then just only deliver it by like to the front end as like a cache file or whatever you're doing to that so that way like um
I think
you're
the permissions were fine. I just had like free text on the username for entering their high score, so they could have put anything, and I didn't have any like profanity checks.
oh, are you going to run that to like Google Gemini? I find Google Gemini pretty good for like LLM.
Yeah, I could have done a lot of things. I just didn't really care for it.
That's true
Um,
because you're vibing.
yeah, exactly. I made that in like less than 2 hours. Anyway, the project that I'm working on now with Rosebud is my own flight simulator here. Try to make
Bruh,
it look like pretty good. Had like
what?
generated clouds, and it's running pretty slow on this, but can I make
Bro, you're
this?
cooking.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, bro.
So
Rosebud,
yeah, I
and
got
then
this.
what? How easy was it to get the prompt? Oh my god! So you can continue prompting just within Rosebud.
Yeah, this is all prompted within Rosebud. No manual code changes. The models from the trees and the plane I got off Sketchfab. So that's so yeah. Rosebud has like this assets view. This is something that's like pretty good for gaming. You can like upload assets. So I got like the plane and the tree
Whoa!
from Sketchfab. Here you can download any models. So just
Oh
search
my
plane,
goodness!
go downloadable. Find like a plane you can download, and then download the GLB file,
Yeah.
GLB,
Okay.
and then you just upload it here, and then you can like press insert and it'll pre-fill like please add this to the scene, and then I was like as a replacement for the plane, something like that. You guys probably couldn't see that, but yeah, in the text box here, you just like kind of yeah.
Wow. I guess somebody was hitting you in the DMs about Grok, John 888. I wasn't sure what was going on there. And then they said OpenAI has free moderation API as well.
hmm Yeah, I'm
So
sure there's a lot of like ways that could
yeah.
have
Wait, so hold
prevented
on. So for this game, all you did was like go to this asset library, and the name of that asset library that you looked up online was called
Sketchfab.
Sketch
This is like,
FAB.
yeah, it's been around for a while. People upload models. Um, a lot of them are
What?
free, but they say you have to like credit the author. You know how that shit normally goes.
Wow. So I've seen people like create stuff in Blender using the Claude Sonnet MCP.
hmm
And so they use the MCP server to have Blender make it for them.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then they now have this model. And then, so once you select the model, for example, you wanted that, like you said, a specific like airplane with the paper one. That's what
Yeah, I
the paper
mean, any
plane.
of them you could download like this one. It's just a download here.
And,
I use the GLB format, I
and
think.
does the size matter there?
Yeah, obviously, the bigger the size, you can also look at the triangles.
Mm,
The bigger the triangles and the sizes, the slower or more compute intensive it'll be. So that's things to consider. I try to always go for something like low poly.
okay. So Sketchfab is where you get your models to put into the thing, and then you use Rosebud AI. You make your game, and then you can actually add the assets, and it puts it as a prompt, so that it puts it
Yeah,
in your game. Bro, this is insane.
yeah. So when you start Rosebud, initially. Like even if you ask it to do something 3D, it'll just create it with primitives of like 3JS, so just like cubes and stuff. And that's
Oh.
good to just start out with, and then eventually, if you want to make it look cool, you add um,
Oh, that's why when I try to
model.
make like an hourglass, like actual timer, like just like a old school timer that just has hourglass with sand, it kind of got there, but it just didn't really look too good. And
Yeah.
all I could have
So
just done was go to Sketchfab, look for an hourglass, and say integrate this or something.
So this is okay. Maybe this is
Wow.
not the best one, but I made a bunch of like this is just one shot prompt. Make the start of a boss battle of a Souls like game, and you can
Wow.
see like this is the kind of primitives you get.
Oh my
There's a few
God.
better ones. I did like 10 of these. Let's try to find it one that I can actually move. Okay, no. Oh yeah, I tried to make it Angry Birds, but 3D.
Yo, that's pretty
Um,
sick, bro. Like it has the
yeah,
physics in there though, sort of.
yeah. Physics, gravity. It was hard to debug this. As you can see, I'm trying to do like debug logs on screen. So I kind of left that one. But let me.
Can
I'm
you
trying to
get
find
the
my.
code out of there, or you have to pay to get the code
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
How does
The
that
code.
work?
You just go into code. It's all just one
It's
JS
one
file.
JS file? Oh my
Yeah.
God, bro.
Um, where are the Dark Souls games?
Yo, that's pretty fire.
Oh yeah,
Dang,
here.
how
Here
many
we go.
games did
So
you make?
this, yeah. So I always like just like Chaos Coder, right? I always put the one prompt into like 10 different tabs. So
Oh.
this was also like the Souls game. Literally just one prompt, make the start of a boss battle, and yeah. So we have like as you can see, it's like kind of like Dark Souls. I don't know if you know Dark Souls. It's just like boss
Mm-mm.
battle in like a third person
Ah.
hack and slash type shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
Dude, that's so cool. Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Wow. So just by like with Rose, dude, and I kind of want to check this out myself. Let's see if I can check this out. So Rosebud
yeah. Let's see you vibe.
AI. Let's see if I could just Google this.
Yeah.
Create mobile games. Oh my God, dude. Tetra Blast? What's this? Hold up. What is this? Play match? What? Okay. No. Hold on. Let's go back. Took too long. Happy Llama? Yo, this is crazy. So instant multiplayer. Um, wait, is this sorted out by the most remixed?
I'm not sure how that's sorted.
Okay, 3D games. Wait, I could even do like mobile games and stuff. Oh, I like this
Yeah.
Sky Surfer. This is kind of cool. Bro, this is so what? This is following my mouse? I love this so much. Oh, this is cute. No. Look at the way that oh, bro, this is amazing. You're kidding, bro. What? So I can hit remix or how do I do this thing?
Yeah, some of them they don't like. This one looks like the creator doesn't let you remix.
Okay.
Like if you go there, yeah. But yeah, some of them you can.
Wow. Share URL copied, upgrade. Okay. Oh, I see the creator.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this one looks like the creator didn't
based
let.
on this open source game, this here. Let's see what this open source game is here. The Aviator. So here's the demo. Let's see the demo. Oh, so this is this open source game. Wait, this is just it?
Looks very similar.
It looks exactly. Actually, I like this game better. It's and the guy like didn't even want to make it remixable. Bro, let's cook. Let's cook right now. Grab the blue pills, avoid the red ones. And sponsored by, bro. This is clean. Let's just cook right now. So this, all I need is 9 years ago. Okay, this thing was made 9 years ago and it's still fire. Article on code drops. What's this? This is amazing. Basic 3D scene with 3JS. Dude, this is exactly what I want to build. Part 1, part 2.
This
This is
one exactly.
yeah. Oh, look at the color palette. This is a great explanation. Hello there, Giza. Welcome. So what for those who are just following along, what we're doing right now, we're just pretty much vibing. And I'm just vibing with my friend Tech Friend, and he's just showing me some really cool stuff right now. And one of the things that he made is just like vibe coding games. So he told me about Rosebud AI, and from there you should be able to like grab things and actually remix people's ideas. And from there, I was able to find out this whole thing. You know, this is some guy that tried to remix the idea. Unfortunately, he didn't want to share his creation for whatever reason because I wanted to remix that. And so we actually found that this is based off the source code from this guy, the Aviator. And I think this is a really cool game. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can clone it and see if we can just really cook in Cursor, right? Like, it's like this, isn't that the whole point of us like vibe coding, is just to actually make this happen? So I can do, go to my workspace, get clone, and then it's going to clone this game, the Aviator, Raviator. It's going to call the name. Raviator. Okay, cool. So, and then Cursor, Raviator. Cool. And I'm going to open it up in Cursor because that's what we do. Minimize this one.
But for like beginners or non-devs, I think Rosebud is so much easier. You know, I don't have to clone.
That's right.
It's all just in the browser.
Oh, that's interesting. So in order to run this game, I should just be able to just, I think it just runs, right? I don't know. It's HTML.
That's the thing. See, they got to read the README, see what dependencies they need.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time. You just want to press remix.
Remix, yeah. No, but wow, dude. But this game is so fire, bro. Like, okay. It's so simple.
Especially from 9 years ago.
Low key addicting because you could even play this on the phone. Actually, it's even more addicting because it can be done on the phone like this. This is so fire. Whoa. So if we go back to Cursor, I think maybe it could be helpful for me to understand like what this code does and kind of ask, like walk people through how I ask questions. I guess that could be really helpful, right? Like if we try to understand, because I want to understand like how this code really works, to be honest. So I'm gonna leave that here just so it's flying underneath me. Yeah, so this will be done here. So I think what I could do is just, I'm hitting a chat. I'm just gonna ask, and I'm gonna add code base and say, walk me through. And then what I'm gonna also do is, I think there is like this code structure here that this guy explained. Walk me through the code as I want to understand how the game is built and how I can add changes like changes like adding more objects to run into, speed, or power-ups. So here is an article talking about this from the game dev. And then, so what I'm doing now is basically just going to ask it just to go through the entire code base. It's a really small code base because it's just these JavaScript files, plus having the AI go through and read this article and see if it can actually extract out how we do these types of things. And part of why I'm doing this to begin with is just so we can get some context. And this may be, I'm going to see if I could even generate like a rules file. If I could generate a rules file, then I could have this rules file be like this repeatable template of like, you know, things that we can always reference to build, you know, new characters or whatever we want to do for this game. And so that could be super helpful. And so the rules file, I'm going to tell it to like, you know, generate something in Markdown so that the LLM can always follow it, type of thing. That'd be really cool. Even knowing what to ask in these situations is a skill, underappreciated too often with vibe coding. That's a good 100%. Point. Yeah. Because like,
that's the only skill though. You know? It's the most important skill.
Yeah, I agree. And I think for me, I'm always like looking at documentation or looking at the API or like reading through the code. But like, am I going to spend like 45 minutes just reading through every single line of code and like building off of it? I can, but sometimes it's a little bit faster to see if I can automate those parts. And then just because I really just want outcomes. I want a power up to show up. I want this. I want to understand, you know, where I should be debugging, you know, types of things. And so we're going to see if we can build that into our rules file, which would be kind of helpful. All right, so let's see. I'll walk you through the key components. So this is the basic structure, and it's showing me the JavaScript here. about scene and camera. And this is on the index.html here. So scene, scene, let's see, C-plane. Let's see. Yeah, this is all kind of in here in the game.js part. Okay. Yeah. Scene. This is kind of where all the scene is set. And these yellow highlights actually show us where, when I type in Command F for searching, where the scene is actually used. So create plane, create sea, create sky. These are all the functions that are invoked for that. And then this is kind of it using, yeah. So it's just really interesting to kind of walk through the code. These are the game objects. So each object is created as a 3JS mesh or object 3D. So like I've never used this framework and I have no clue, but this is kind of how we're learning about these types of things. So here's the airplane. And so it's this is how they define the airplane, and then they give it like the different features in here. So airplane.mesh kind of
That's how you spell airplane.
Airplane, ayer, ayer. And then the game loop is over here in function loop. Let's see, function loop. Cool. So we have game.js and there's function loop. Let's see, take me to the code. So there's a new game, Delta game, and old game. Okay. And then we have a loop here that says update plane. So this must update its positions. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the main step, which is here with the update hairs, camera, FOV, C plane moves, and render. Okay, cool. So to make modifications to run into, create a new object class similar to an existing enemies. So there's a create obstacle thing here, added to the spawn system in the game loop. Oh, okay. So obstacle 3, okay. Wow, okay. And then add the scene into the collision detection. So scene add obstacle. So we just make it here. So I guess that's where we use that thing called, what was that app called? Something Fab? Scene Fab?
Sketchfab.
Oh, Sketch. sketchfab.com.
Yep.
So this is kind of maybe where we can go. Is there free? How does this work here?
Yeah. Just search for a model.
Okay. So I could say look for like star or something. 3D star.
Yeah, whatever. And then click like downloadable in the.
Okay, downloadable. Got it. Simple star or polygon star.
And then you can see the icons on the top right of each thumbnail. If there's like a dollar sign there, that means it's not free. And then if there's a download sign, it's downloadable.
Oh, so the ones I want is no dollar sign?
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that? Let's see. Free? Oh. Star. Flat. I don't know. Okay. Oh, look at this cool stars. This is interesting. So this is actually all in 3D, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is crazy. It's like a Super Mario power-up. Dang. So this has this many triangles, and then I don't think I looked at the download button. I just kind of got so excited. It's available in the store.
Download. Yeah.
But this one I could put. This looks dodecahedron. Wow. Well, this is kind of nice.
It's got a lot of triangles for a dodecahedron.
Oh yeah, because of all the reflection detail. Dang, bro. Well, I like this one too. Let's see how many triangles. This is not bad.
I think like the first row had a couple.
I think they're paid though, right? Oh, this one, gold star.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that low number of triangles. That's all I need.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Perfect. Download 3D model, and then I have to sign in with Google or something.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, or log in with Google. Sure, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna sign in with my account real quick. Man, this is kind of fun. I guess this is what the vibes are all about, right? Let's see. Prompt engineering is a legit title. Yo. That's what's up, man. Good vibes only. That's the way we roll right now. Yeah. Let's see. Skepjet.
I had a comment asking if Ray could show us how he uses MCP with Figma and Blender. Is that something you do?
I don't, but we can check this out. So let's see if I can. Yeah, there was something I posted.
Right.
Let me just create this account real quick. And then we could take a look at that. Because that's probably what people want to see. Okay, congratulations on step 1. Purchase or download. Create your profile. Okay. Continue. Okay, of course I lost the file. So here we go, back to the gold star. Is it this one? Let's see here. I should just be able to do like this. And then you said use GLB?
Yeah, I think that's what I use.
Or GLB converted
Either that or
format?
GLB, I'm not sure. I think GLB.
GLB, okay.
Let me double check.
If and I could probably even ask the thing. Okay, cool. So I think on my X profile, I had something in here that dealt with what is it? MCP. Where is it? I like reposted it. I have so many bookmarks just in the day. But the one we're talking about is a 3D
MCP with Blender. I saw that too.
Yeah.
Probably just search it.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah, I got it on my screen if you want to.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, send me the link so I can put it in the chat.
On X?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just make sure I don't leak my DMs. Sent it.
Sick. Let's see if I can pull this up. Pull up. Put this here in the chat, whoever can get it. And then let me see if I can share my screen. Let's see. So you just go to Blender MCP. Damn. I'm gonna put this in chat here too. Oh, we can get this in the chat. So github.com/AHUJASID/Blender MCP. Put some things on it. And they have, I don't use Blender itself. Brew install UV. So if you're in a Mac, you just do this command and then you go to set this path on Windows. Oh, you don't have to do that. You're doing that already in Brew. Okay. And then you just go to MCP servers and add this specific argument. And then all of a sudden you do a Blender add-on, go to download the add-on.py from this repo, open Blender and hit add preferences and hit install add-on py file. So in Blender, I guess there's this mode, whoops. Here, there's this mode, this is Blender MCP. And this is kind of where you start the Blender server. What? That's so crazy. Nuts. So in Blender, once you go to open Blender, hit edit, preferences, add-on, install. Wow. And then go to the 3D sidebar. If not, press N. If not visible, press N. That's kind of what we're saying here with the sidebar. And turn on the Polyhaven checkbox if you want assets from their API. That's optional. Connect to Claude. Make sure MCP is running in your terminal. Okay. And then from here, you basically just go to Claude and make sure that tool thing is enabled. And then these are the tools you can get. So you can get scene info, you can get object info, create primitives. So basic primitives with optional color. So you can just say, hey, can you create a star? And it should theoretically create a star for us, right? I've never used Blender, so I have a friend who's using Blender right now.
This just like puts primitives together, whereas like the star that you got would actually involve like kind of extrusion and like other.
I see create new object with detailed parameters. I don't know what. I'm not a Blender user, but if you cook with Blender, let me know. I have a friend who's trying to make stuff right now, and he's like making Lego stuff, like Lego videos. Yeah. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Live sneeze. Yeah. So here's some commands. Create a low poly scene in dungeon with a dragon guarding out of a pot of gold. No way, bro. Wait, is this the one that's just... It goes from 0 to Continue. Oh, you have to keep prompting it to tell it to continue or make them immersive or add these different things to the scene.
Yeah, see, until the end, like everything was primitive. Like if that
I
makes sense.
see.
Like there's
Ah,
no custom objects.
got it.
I think I could be wrong, but
Create a
like from
bunch
what I
of vibe using HDR textures with Polyhaven. So they're literally just creating the scene. Whoops. Oh, kind of not a fan of this new Mac OS update where you just put the. So that's interesting. It looks like it's just not like an overnight thing, if you know what I mean. It's like, but look at that level of detail, bro. Yeah, that's nuts. So create a
yeah,
beach vibe, create a sky HDRI image. And so it goes from like flat to sandy textures. So you have to have already known how to use Blender, kind of like the way like me trying to describe how to use cursor really good. It's kind of the same thing, right? Like you can maybe vibe, you can vibe blend, but like
vibe blend.
I think it's if you're into this though, it can teach you a lot about how to make stuff in Blender and you'll start to learn all the key terms, you know? You can probably go from 0 to 80% super fast. This is pretty cool actually. Wow. I like this whole thing. This is pretty fire. So yeah, that's basically right here, just chilling in Blender MCP. And that's what's up. Yeah. Yo, beats and stuff. What's going on, man? I have the solution. Assets, come in here. Need to incorporate textures. Okay. Yeah, so beats and stuff basically says it's not an overnight thing at all. So yeah, the Blender thing, if you want to cook with this, it's going to take you some time. So definitely the FYI on that. Cool. Yeah, that's fascinating, man. So that's Blender with MCP. That looks, yeah, it looks like you're going to be in it for a little while. Damn, that's awesome. So Rosebud, it's kind of the thing that Tech Friend was telling me about. If for those who are trying to get into like game and like vibe coding with games, if you want to like get into something, it looks like you could just remix an existing game. So welcome to Mind Canvas, and let's just see what happens here. Use
Find a
Mr.
good
Boob
one,
library. How do you put the Blender MCP to the game? The Blender MCP is like a whole nother, like how you get the output of the file and put it into the game. I think you're supposed to generate these little GLB files or something, is what he's saying. And then that's how you get them into the game. So you start over. I have no clue what just happened here. Reflect. Yeah, this game is broken.
Yeah, some of them are broken.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I think a good one, like that second one at the top, it's like a FPS
Oh, this guy
one.
right here, the 3D fruit.
No, I mean, sure. Wait, no,
What's
no,
this
at the very, very.
computational art thing? Oh, so they just put like a thumbnail that makes it look really cool and it could not even work.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that could happen.
So let's go to. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go to
normally
friending.
this like first row is like the cool one. Yeah, that one,
Okay.
Lost Free
Oh,
Man. That one, I think, is like a first person shooter that kind of works.
yeah.
I don't know if you're into that.
Let's see. Click screen
Um,
for cool AI voiceover. I'm good right now. Oh my god. My mouse disappeared.
oh,
Okay. Oh, I see. It took over my mouse. Okay. How do I escape? Okay. Wow.
you're like Command W, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, or that.
Sky
That
Surfer. That was cool.
yeah, yeah. You see the remix is grayed out. Oh, it was grayed out on that one as well.
Yeah, it's grayed out.
Waterworld, that one is like kind of like third person Minecraft.
Where is it? The water?
The third one from the top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So literally WASD. Yeah.
Yeah, WAC spacebar.
You can just like make games now.
Yeah, so you could remix this, I think, if you wanted.
And this is all happening in real time. Or the NPCs. Oh,
They're
the
MV,
AI.
they're NPCs,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
all AI NPCs. Okay, interesting. Huh.
But it has like super base integration. So I was thinking like, there's like real time capabilities with super base.
That's pretty cool. Tap to jump to the next orbit. Oh my god, what just happened? Oh, you're just supposed to avoid the circles?
Ooh, it's pretty good.
Oh, I see. This is like a physics-based game. This is really cool. Actually, it's really addicting. You know what would be cool if it was like the spiraling out? Let's remix it. Oh, of course you can't remix the good games. Come on. Oh, that's so addicting. Yeah. Let me see if I could change the sound effects so y'all can hear this. So I'm going to change this to Safari. So you should be able to hear the game now. And I'm going to turn the volume down just so it's not so loud on people's ears. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then these little things are chasing you. Let's go. Oh, bro.
That was like a fun mobile game.
I wish that you can like actually remix the game. What are some other games? Master Elastic? Huh. Square Jump? Boy, like where do they get these screenshots? They look so fire.
AI generated probably.
Yeah. Bro, it takes too long to load. Game over. Dang, son. Wow. Doge, Winter Cube, Quiz Whiz. Huh. Dude, I liked
You
your
try to
game
make it
though.
from scratch. I think it's like pretty capable.
So you literally just went to this flight simulator one and you just so this is the flight simulator game, basically WASD, right?
Yeah. No, my one, the one that I showed, I
Yeah.
created from scratch.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here, bro. No way.
Yeah, just prompt like create me a flight simulator game and it'll create something basic.
So what's the difference between yeah, let's go to your game right now. I think like sometimes it's really hard to appreciate what people do until you try to build it yourself, right? Like for me, I feel like I'm trying to do this and even just for the first couple of attempts, it just looks like super crazy as far as what you need to do to get these games going. It's like, man, that's insane. So yeah, show me your game again because this is just a basic flight simulator that somebody posted. I want to see if I can
Yeah,
pull up
my
your
one, I
yeah.
think I actually started with cloud simulation.
Interesting.
Like you see these clouds are all like dynamically generated from like primitives and like a shader.
Whoa,
And then I added the flight sim stuff.
that is crazy.
Yeah. The controls are kind of broken at the moment. I'm debugging.
Oh my god.
Well, let me roll back. And yeah, you can roll back, so it's like pretty.
Is all the code just in one file or how do you
I think so. And that's all we have access to. It's pretty big now.
can you throw
And
that
as you
into
know, these
Grok?
things
Do you have Grok 3?
Um. Yeah.
Yeah, go to think mode and then say help me debug this game and then tell it exactly what you want to do and I think you'll
Oh,
fix
yeah,
it.
okay.
Bro,
So I was
it's gonna cook, bro. So Grok is really good at games.
I try to do it with Claude. Let me copy the prompt.
Yeah. Extended thinking.
Yeah, I was like,
You might have to create a new game file.
no, maybe I'll just tell it.
Yeah. Help me cook.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe the
Yeah,
issue.
so I think what you're trying to understand is so the problem is that your game physics are broken, or what's the part?
The controls, like, okay, I've tried to debug it. Let me just like revert to here.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's like when I barrel roll upside down, the pitch gets inverted.
Oh, I see. So I think what we want to do is like look at some of the good game designs that I've done. So like, or not that I've done that like the one that I have, right? How like ask Grok, just ask questions. So we want to ask how
Hmm.
on Grok, like how is the game physics and how is the game character set up in this scene? Um, because I want to help debug so that it's very consistent with controlling. You know, when I hit the different controls, and just ask that question. It's like,
Yeah.
so you're yeah, like
It should be
how
like analyze how the logic for the flight controls work. I
yeah
have a bug where after I do 180-degree roll, the pitch gets inverted.
yeah
It's actually 360-degree.
yeah
It's when I come back up and other controls break. All right,
yeah.
let's see.
Let's let it cook, bro, and then grab that same code and copy and paste it into Claude Sonnet, and I'll let you go to that extended thinking thing. So you should be able to.
Wait, the same
Oh,
like
hit that
prompt.
little copy, yeah, up there, yeah, and then open a new tab, yeah, and here hit
I
new
don't
file,
have.
paste,
I don't have paste.
yeah, it says extended pro. You don't have pro?
No, I don't have pro.
Let me I can paste it in mine and just give you the output.
Sure, I'll DM you.
You can do. Have you ever heard of GitHub Gist?
Yeah.
Gist,
Or like,
yeah, I could just change it to.
what about
I'll
paste?
change Windows so that it just shows up on mine. Let's see. Gist. It's just the
Um,
gist. That's what's up. So for those who are just following along, we're just kind of doing like a little vibe hangout session right now, and we're just coding with AI and trying to, cook and just watching us hang out, and hopefully you're hanging out too, coding it up. To me today, I just learned a whole bunch of stuff like about Rosebud AI, and I learned about what you can do as far as like looking up these different assets and stuff using Sketchfab, which is really awesome because I haven't really been into this like 3D game stuff, so. Let me go ahead and see if I can copy this code here and see if I can get that from you. Let's see, just raw files. Wait, hold on. Is there a copy command for this? Raw, download, raw. Okay, I'm just gonna go raw. And then Claude. And then let's see if I can. So all of this is just literally one file, huh?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And so I'm just going to go to in my thing, I'm going to do extended thinking. So I'm going to just do extended. So we have all of the code content in here. That's insane, bro. And then it's going to say cook. So we'll see. Thinking.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about Grok 3 with coding, but I've never personally tried it before.
Yeah, apparently it's really, really good with coding. So if you run out of thing, I have Premium Plus, and I don't know if like you have a like limitation on your side. So we'll actually kind of learn together right now, see what's going on. And this is how you help friends. Friends help friends with their AIs.
Yeah.
So you have your simulation running right now. Okay, so it's still messing up.
Yeah, I'm trying to get I got the Grok response, but I was just trying to get the graphics quality to maybe be lower because I'm on like a bigger monitor now, and I just noticed it's like running a bit slower. So let's see if we
Oh,
can do
like
like
optimized for
graphics
that.
settings.
So how
Yeah,
do you? Oh, you basically just run the game just in your environment there. Got it. So here's
it's
a
just all in
breakdown.
the browser here. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So on my thing, basically it's showing this is the like actual thinking. So this appears to be a JavaScript code for a 3D flight simulator game using 3JS library. Here's a flight simulation system, 3D rendering with 3 WebGL render, multiple light sources, game elements are these, game logic is here. And so the code appears to be a React component with this is loading, okay, which are likely React hooks and state setters. Let me think about what would be more useful. So here's this is an impressive implementation with several advanced features. Impressive. Physics model, visual, damn. Would you like me to help you with optimizations for better performance, add new
Oh, it didn't
features?
even give you an answer. Wow.
No, I think, well, we kind of told it to analyze, but now we wanted to, yes,
Oh,
please give me the optimizations. Yes, yes,
it
I
doesn't really
want
say.
you to optimize
Oh,
the code for
okay.
better performance and fix the bug where it does a barrel roll and it crashes out. It doesn't work or
All
something.
right, Grok gave me suggestions. I'm trying them out now. Let's see.
Oh, what did the suggestions show?
It was a bunch of different things that like
Whoa.
also gave me like a whole ass report and analyzed.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Bro, see Grok. See, people are sleeping
Yeah,
on Grok 3. Grok
for
3 with the
sure.
thinking mode. Like you saw Claude Sonnet 3.7, right? Extended thinking.
Yeah. Um,
Sheesh.
yeah,
Bro, it
I
just
just
broke
gave
down
it
the
this
whole game for
updated
you.
code snippet. Sorry?
Oh my God, bro.
And let's see how it goes.
Now you got to make a cursor file and just put that code snippet in. Sheesh, bro. If you just paste that response back into your thing, I think it'll fix it for you, bro. Or you might be using up too much context window.
Yeah, I just pasted the last part, which I hope will work. Updated code snippet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but then it said couldn't generate validated code.
Bro.
Is it memory? Yeah, okay. So sometimes like you can like clear memory because I think it might just put this whole thing in context. So what I
Mm-hmm.
do, I clear, and then like here's an important thing is like to make like a small change,
Mm-hmm.
because it gives you a reset point if you make a small change. So like
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
change the initial time to 10 seconds.
So it wants to basically optimize the performance for this app by basically object pooling resources from trees and clouds. So I guess the way that it generates trees and clouds right now is kind of sort of a problem in the optimization here, according to my AI, my fancy expensive AI.
Um,
So yeah, object pooling instead of creating destroying trees, often reuse existing ones. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so what's happening usually is if you can keep the trees in memory and just bring them back into the scene. Basically, is probably what it's going to be doing. The cloud particles terrain could potentially be simplified. That makes sense. Make sure objects aren't visible to the camera, aren't being rendered. That's another thing. Yeah. So when it's off camera, it's still rendering and eating up memory, which is probably what's slowing down the whole thing. And so now it kind of, I'm really impressed that it kind of understands that. Make sure objects aren't visible in the camera, aren't being rendered. Okay. Shader optimizations could be simplified. Only at the animations for objects that are visible. Throttle physics calculations, separate rendering physics from physics updates to maintain consistent physics. Nice. Use a level of detail to reduce detail for distant objects. Bro, this is a really good game developer. It's like you bring it to Claude Sonnet for like the architect, the senior dev to come in and just start like cooking with it, right?
yeah.
Wow. Batch smaller objects instead of rendering for smaller
Oh
barrel roll
shit.
bug. Here's the
Grox kind of fixed it, but it also made it harder to barrel
maintain.
roll at all.
Oh, I see. So I'll optimize the code for better performance and
Oh
fix the
yeah,
barrel bug. Here's what I'll address.
definitely fucked it.
Bro. Oh my God, bro. Claude 3.7 Sonnet? Extended thinking? Wow, bro.
It's full like create a new React project. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
we can run the game. Barrel roll fix, npm install 3. We do flight simulator like this. We do the create simulator with 3. We basically make it's a React object, so we just bring that in. We start the game, and then we just add the resource files, the GLB files that you're referencing. They should be accessible here. And then we just play the game. And so here's the optimized code. Wow, running the flight simulator. Okay, let me share this with you so that way you'll have access. Oh, share.
Is that the whole code?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, this is sick. This is so crazy. Man, this is insane. So I'm gonna give this to you here. So X, put this here.
I wonder if I can give you this for you to remix. I think I can. Let me try that. If you're
Wow.
down.
Oh my God, it's already 2:06. Yo, I gotta run, man.
All
Dude,
right,
we're
no
just
problem.
getting
That was
cooking on
fun.
this.
We should do this again sometime.
Yeah, I like this. I like this style of just kind of us hanging out. There's just, debugging, helping friends helping friends code with AI. I mean, why not,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me know what the feedback is on this like thing. But yeah, Claude 3.7 Sonnet extended thinking, pretty cool. The Grok thing was really interesting. You can probably also get more specific with it in terms of just give me the fix only or like let's just focus on this fix first or something like that.
Yeah.
Take a look at the output from the 3.7 extended thinking that I was going through here, because I think that feedback could be really interesting as far as like just watching the
Yeah.
thoughts for Claude. So like,
Thank you.
what,
Yeah.
yeah, everything that's is happening here could be really interesting. Like on, what is it doing to optimize? It like left a bunch of comments here, by the way, and then on like running the simulator as well. And
Hmm.
then yeah, here's the setup instructions for the setting up. That's sick. Yeah, these are fire optimizations, man. Unprompted. Yeah, that's really crazy. Yo, Matt, what's going on, man? What stream are you using? Restream, StreamYard, or something else? I'm actually using Ecamm Live. So Ecamm Live is goated, man. Ecamm Live gives me that really high crispy quality. I get to jump between my scenes like this, and it's like really professional. So that way I'm like, yo, we have this, and then when I go to like this screen, he's like down here, and then when I change to his screen, we got the like little guys moving. So they just got some new updates that are really, really good. And then I have like multiple camera angles and stuff. So I'm talking to different cameras. And I really like it. So I'm streaming on X. I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming also to Tech Friends YouTube right now. I think it is streaming over there, right? Is the restream key working? I don't see
Yeah,
it anymore.
yeah, it is on my YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, sick. Yeah. 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 So yeah, that's what's up. I actually tried StreamYard, or no, sorry, I tried Riverside, but I found they compressed my audio. I guess because they're doing some upload task in the background for recording. And the CEO reached out saying, "Hey, if you just turn that off, that should be better." But I just got so frustrated using their software to stream. It just wasn't really a good experience because in order for you to share a window, you can't make a scene. So right now I have these scenes set up so I can switch between them like this, and they animate really beautifully. I have to like enable screen share like you do on Zoom, and so that the screen goes black and it doesn't transition nicely. And I just want to hit a button. So I gave that feedback, but I haven't heard any response, and I'm hoping that they take this seriously if they want to be a real streaming platform. So right now, Ecamm Live seems to be it for me right now. And then I'm looking into Restream.io to see if I can try streaming to other platforms a lot easier. Because right now I'm eating bandwidth trying to stream to Twitch and also trying to stream to X as well. So when I'm in a lower bandwidth connection, I think Restream could be really good for that. Because that way I stream to one place and then they stream it out to others. So yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, thanks for the info. I'm planning to launch a live show for the shortcut. Everyone seems to love Ecamm Live. Yep, definitely. Yeah, hit me up on the DMs. Happy to share more game. I want more people to stream. Like, I encourage a lot of people to stream. Just turn it on, share your knowledge. Let's build a community and just kind of cook together like this. I think it's really cool. Just have your friends on and just chill. Like, you know, a lot of people get a lot of value just watching other people help people. So, like today, I think I learned about, a couple things from the 3D game space that I've been wanting to learn, but I learned a lot faster just by, listening to my tech friend. And then,
Oh,
yeah, I think you learned some sauce too. So yeah, where can they find you, tech friend, so that they can hop on and do all the follow, likes, and subscribes and, bells
yeah,
and
for
things.
sure. On most platforms, I'm at TechFriend. On Twitter, it's different, but like all my links are at techfriend.net.
Okay,
Yeah, you can find them all there.
cool.
FREN.
FREN. Yes, that's how you do it, friends. Tech friend. So Ray Fernando here, getting ready to sign off, and I gotta go take care of a whole bunch of things, like real grown man things. It's a Saturday. It's 2 o'clock. It's not raining right now, so I gotta go out. So yeah, let me know how that flight simulator fixes work. I'm really curious to see if the Claude implementation works, or the fixes that they gave you are interesting, because that could be
Yeah.
really chill. So, oh yeah, you have your site up here. So you,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is, yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, to get to this site, they go techfriend.net.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly. All my links are there.
Awesome, man. All right, tech friend. I shall see you in the next stream.
All right. Thank you so much for having me, Ray. See
All
you
right,
next
definitely.
stream.
See you later, man. Peace out.
See.